Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India's COVID-19 tally-of cases galloped past 50 lakh just 11 days after it crossed 40 lakh, with 90,123 infections being reported in a day, while recovery surged to 39,42,360 on Wednesday, pushing the recovery rate to 78.53% according to the Union Health Ministry data. The total coronavirus cases mounted to 50,20,359, while the death toll climbed to 82,066, with a record 1,290 people succumbing to the disease in a span of 24 hours, the data updated showed. India's COVID-19 cases jumped from 10 lakh to 20 lakh in 21 days. Then it took 16 more days to race past 30 lakh, 13 days more to cross the 40 lakh mark, and 11 days to go past 50 lakh. It took 110 days for the COVID-19 cases in the country to reach 1 lakh, while it had taken 59 days more to go past the 10 lakh post. The COVID-19 case fatality rate due to the coronavirus infection further dropped at 1.63%. There are 9,95,933 active cases of COVID-19 in the country, which comprises 19.84% of the total caseload, the data stated. The Pune-based Serum Institute of India on Wednesday got the go-ahead of the Comptroller General of India for resumption of human trials of the COVID-19 vaccine in India. The Serum Institute is conducting the second and third phase of human trials in India for the corona vaccine being developed jointly by the Oxford University of Britain and pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca. On September 6, AstraZeneca stopped all on-site testing after a volunteer suffered a spinal problem during the ongoing testing for the vaccine in the UK. In India, however, the SII continued the trials and subsequently halted it on September 10 on DCGI's instruction. DCGI, while allowing the test to resume, directed SII to exercise extreme cautions during the test and asked for additional information in the volunteer's approval form, and it closely monitored the problems encountered during and after the test. SII also required to provide complete information regarding the vaccine and medicines given during the test at DCGI's office. The government on Wednesday said there has been no infiltration along the Sino-Indian border in the last 6 months, while 47 infiltration bits have been reported along the Indo-Pak border during the period. The Union Home Ministry also informed the Rajya Sabha that 594 attempts of infiltration into Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistani militants have been reported in the last 3 years, of which 312 were successful. No infiltration has been reported along Indo-China border during last 6 months, Union Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai said in a written response to a question. Replying a separate question, Union Minister of State for Home G. Kishan Reddy said 582 terrorists were killed in Jammu and Kashmir by security forces in the last 3 years, while 46 terrorists were arrested during the period. As many as 76 army personnel were also killed in Jammu and Kashmir from 2018 till September 8 this year, he said. Domestic equity benchmark Sensex jumped 258 points on Wednesday following gains in HDFC Bank, Infosys and M&M amid sustained foreign fund inflows. The 30-share BSE index ended 258.50 points or 0.66% higher at 39,302.85. The NSE Nifty rose 82.75 points or 0.72% to 11,604.55. M&M was the top gainers in the Sensex pack, climbing over 4%, followed by Bajaj Auto, Sun Pharma, HDFC Bank, Infosys, L&T and Ultratech Cement. On the other hand, IndusLand Bank, NTPC, SBI, Axis Bank, Bhartiya Airtel and ONGC were among the laggards. According to traders, stock-specific action and sustained foreign fund inflows drove domestic equities higher despite mixed cues from global market ahead of the US Federal Reserve's policy outcome. Foreign institutional investors bought equities worth rupees 1170.89 crore on the net basis on Tuesday, exchange data showed. That is all for today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.